The state of emergency in Christchurch has been extended until the middle of the week. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by Saturday's powerful earthquake, and authorities fear dozens of buildings are at risk of collapsing, with aftershocks continuing to hit the region. Fears about contaminated drinking water also appear justified, with hospitals reporting a number of cases of gastroenteritis. New Zealand correspondent Dominic Schwartz is in Christchurch.
The army rolled into town today, relief for a weary police force. And a helping hand for residents trying to clean up. But for some jobs, shovels are just not enough. Excavators began the job of demolition, finishing off what Saturday's earthquake had started. Hundreds of buildings across the Canterbury region faced the same fate. Elsewhere in the city, it was strangely quiet.
This is usually the bustling heart of Christchurch, but as you can see, there's barely a soul in sight. Business owners were allowed into the city today to check their properties, but the general public had to be content with staying behind the barricades.
Jeweller Roger Kelso wasn't prepared for the sight which greeted him. His business, built up over 30 years, reduced to a pile of rubble.
To see the devastation that's here is sort of a bit mind-blowing.
At the nation's biggest household insurer, the phones are running hot. It's received 10,000 calls since the quake.
Here in Christchurch, we've probably, across all product lines, we've probably got over 200,000 policies, so we're expecting a few more phone calls.
But Phil Hayes says he's given up trying to get through.
As you can see down the back of the fence, it's probably 1 foot to 2 feet deep, so that's going to take a bit of digging.
The ground underpinning his house in Kaipoi, north of the city, has turned to sludge. He's not confident of rebuilding, but says he doesn't have the money to buy land elsewhere. Sewerage problems are also raising frustrations.
Oh, absolutely. We're pooing in a bucket. You know, it's not fun.
The first cases of gastroenteritis have presented at medical clinics. Health authorities are taking no chances, isolating 2 families at an earthquake shelter who have the illness. For one family at least, the day had a happy ending. Small mercies worth celebrating. Dominic Schwartz, ABC News, Christchurch.